next day, he was woken up by a hunter couple. They familiarized themselves and walked together towards the south as the hunter couple were proceeding to Rameshwaram. The wife of the hunter was feeling tired and thirsty, and hence Sri Ramanuja went to bring her some water from a nearby well. As he came back with the water, the couple had disappeared. Not knowing what to do, Sri Ramanuja looked all around. To his astonishment, he found the tower of a temple. Elated by the sight of the temple, Sri Ramanuja prostrated himself. Upon inquiry, he learnt that the place was none other than Kanchipuram. Recalling the whole sequence of events, it struck Sri Ramanuja that it was only the merciful lords, the divine couple Varadaraja and his consort of Kanchipuram, who had guided and protected him in the guise of the hunter couple. He remembered the hunter's wife asking for water, and hence decided to fetch water for Lord Varadaraja every day. Later, this well came to be known as Sala Kinaru. As days passed, Yadava Prakasha returned to Kanchi along with the rest of his disciples. At the sight of Sri Ramanuja, without giving an expression, he asked Sri Ramanuja to resume his studies with him. Once the princess of Kanchipuram was possessed of Brahmarakshasa. Exorcists were brought from all quarters, but none could cure the princess. With great honor, Yadava Prakasha was also brought for this purpose, as he was adept in Mantra Shastra. At the sight of Yadava Prakasha, the princess burst into laughter and said to him, "I know who you are and what you were in your earlier births. You do not know my earlier births." And that the Brahmarakshasa would not leave the princess, as none of them was superior in strength on Mantra Shastra than the Brahmarakshasa himself. The Brahmarakshasa, however, expressed that if he has to leave the princess, Sri Ramanuja could alone command him to do that. At the behest of Yadava, Sri Ramanuja was instantly brought there. The Brahmarakshasa, in order to get out of the princess, wanted Sri Ramanuja to graciously place his blessed feet on the head of the princess. Sri Ramanuja did so and asked the Brahmarakshasa to quit the princess by showing a proof of having left. At this, the Brahmarakshasa left the body of the princess, breaking the topmost branch of the neighboring tree. From that day, Sri Ramanuja became famous in the kingdom, which Yadava Prakasha did not like. Sri Ramanuja, even while being a student of Yadava Prakasha, wrote an elaborate interpretation on Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, which occurs in Taittiriyopanishad. This, in fact, brought him more recognition among the erudite scholars and the elite of the society. Ramanujacharya, the great Vaishnava spiritual leader at Sri Rangam, heard about the great qualities of Sri Ramanuja and developed a desire to meet him. Once he came to Kanchipuram for a darshan of Lord Varadaraja. While on his way back from the darshan and accompanied by Kanchi Purna, Yamunacharya saw Sri Ramanuja in the company of his guru. Drawn by his luster and incomparable divine beauty, Yamunacharya felt intensely attracted towards him and prayed to the Lord that through his grace, Ramanuja should become his worthy successor in propagating Vaishnavism. On yet another occasion, Sri Ramanuja could not accept the expositions on certain portions from Chandayoga Upanishad and Kathopanishad. Hence, he expressed his own reflections on these to his guru with due reverence to his knowledge. This acted as the last straw on the guru-disciple relationship of Yadava Prakasha and Sri Ramanuja. In In furtherance to the wishes of his guru, Sri Ramanuja, after worshipping him in great humility, took leave of him and went straight to Lord Varadaraja and surrendered at his feet. Sri Ramanuja, as a result of his reverence for Kanchi Purna, spent most of his time in discussing various spiritual matters. Later, drawn by the desire to have Kanchi Purna as his guru, Sri Ramanuja implored him to take himself as his disciple. Kanchi Purna, having known Ramanujacharya's inner feelings and prayers to have Sri Ramanuja as his disciple, informed him that the time has now come that he should go and surrender himself to the great soul Sri Ramanujacharya at Srirangam.